us guys might grow up with the idea that we're supposed to do something, and if we don't get taught by our parents that, we get taught by movies at the very least. We grow up to think we should be doing something, and that makes most of us feel inadequate because most of us have never been taught how to do anything. So now what happens is we walk through life seeing women that we're attracted to and not being able to do anything. That's a guy's life. Some guys approach everybody. Some. But what do you think that is as a percentage, really?
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm Joe, my co-host,
JD.
And we got a nice podcast for you today. Nice and lit. We stay lit. It is what it is. What are we talking about?
Why 99% of guys don't approach women.
I wonder why. I wonder why too. I think there's a couple of reasons to why that happens. But what we're going to do now is, we've got two clips for you today.
Mm-hmm.
And after those clips, we're going to break down some of our thoughts to why this is the case. But I don't know if you can add anything.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Funny enough.
Segue us in, then we'll play that clip for you.
So before we play the first clip, I want to say to the ladies, you're definitely going to need a pen and a piece of paper to jot down what's about to be said. Because what's about to be said is listen, there's something you're going to want to remember.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to put that
That depends
out there
on what's of value to that particular person and the
true.
outcomes that they want.
That's true.
That's what I would say. But I hear you. I hear you. But let's play those clips. So let's see if they need that pen and paper. But in saying that, without further delay, here's clip number 1.
Even though us guys might grow up with the idea that we're supposed to do something, and if we don't get taught by our parents that, we get taught by movies at the very least. We grow up to think we should be doing something, and that makes most of us feel inadequate because most of us have never been taught how to do anything. So now what happens is we walk through life seeing women that we're attracted to and not being able to do anything. That's a guy's life. Some guys approach everybody. Some. But what do you think that is as a percentage, really? What do you think? If this is all guys, this many are running up to every woman they like. This many are running up to every woman. This many are running up to every woman they like, and the rest of us, this many, will never approach a woman. And the rest of us, we wait for the right moment. And we're not very good at judging when is the right moment. We also don't know what to do when we've decided it's the right moment, which is why you guys constantly experience guys coming up to you and doing creepy shit. So we then ask, okay, with this group of men, should women start being more proactive in order to get them to do something? How many of you have ever been guilty of this in some form or another? You said, if a guy hasn't got the balls to come and approach me, that's not the sort of guy I want anyway. How many of us said a version of that? You're crazy. You're crazy.
You're crazy.
And I'll tell you why. I'm just going to give it to you straight. If us guys approached every woman we were attracted to, we wouldn't have jobs. It's all we would be doing. So the idea that if a guy doesn't come up to me, I'm just not interested in him is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Guys, out of 30 women that they might be attracted to, maybe will approach one. Maybe we'll approach one. Maybe we'll find the right moment with one of them. And here's what I mean by the right moment. A moment which he feels is easy enough to do something. Every other moment, the moment it presents too many hurdles, he doesn't do it. You're with a big group of friends, not going to do it. You're in a rush and you have that look on your face like, I'm just getting my coffee and I got to get to work because I'm in a meeting and I got this stuff and I got this stuff and I got to go and I got to go. Text, oh my God, so many things. Yeah, I'm coming, Jake, I'm coming. He ain't coming up to you then. He sees you walking along the street in the daytime. Most guys won't approach you then. You know why? Because they're worried that they'll look creepy if they do. Really would love to talk to her. Maybe I'll look creepy if I try. Don't want to do anything. But women, what they often do is they say, oh no, but that's not true. Guys do come up to me like that. Yeah, 1%. 1% of men. And it's always the loudest guy in the room. It's the loudest guy in the room or the loudest guy on the street. And of course that guy is the one you always meet. Of course it is. I always meet players. Of course, they're the ones who approach you. Players are the ones that are good at that. They're the ones that do approach you. So if you're hanging back and waiting for guys to do it, of course you only meet players. Of course you only meet the loudest guy in the room. Of course you only meet that cocky guy who doesn't actually give you anything more. Of course. Because 10 minutes later, he's doing it with the next person. And tomorrow night, he's doing it with the next person. Not true in all cases, but certainly in many. With these guys, they're trying to find the right moment. So, my friends, it's not about you making the move, per se. It's about you giving him a license to make the move. Because if you're the 1 in 30 that makes it easy, you're the one he's coming up to. You're the one he's going to try with. Don't be easy, but in the first 5 seconds, be easy.
Okay, that was the end of that clip. There's a lot to unpack in that. And I'm going to try to section it and make it in a small tablet form for women to understand so they can swallow it, get it, and then they can get the free game. But in saying that, listen, ladies, you know what? Listen, you know what it is, but don't try it, man. Anyways, like, in saying that, what's your first thought?
My first thought. Well, like he said, I think most women are used to being approached by the players. If only the players sort of have more guts to kind of go out there and talk to women.
Yeah.
And if they say no, they just go to the next, like he said.
Yeah.
Then we're always going to be approached by the same type of guy. So then if the guy that I guess is more for you and you're not being hollered at guys like that, is clearly the ones that don't approach women. Okay. Or not often anyway.
But what is this, right? I would say this, and stats show this too, that women, at least 80% of women want the top 20% of guys. And within that top 20% of guys, not all of them are going to approach every single woman that they like. So this guy is breaking it down, giving these women free game. A lot of women have the mentality of, oh, I like this guy, but he should approach me. But he hasn't noticed you. I think a lot of women have this entitlement complex where they think, oh, you're supposed to just know. How about you give him a choosing signal? The guy you like, give him a choosing signal. Give him something to work off. Because don't get me wrong, guys can cold approach a woman, right? And some dating gurus say no, don't cold approach. But sometimes you do need to play the numbers game. You have to. Just because the chick ain't giving me the cold approach, ain't giving me the choosing signal, don't mean I'm not going to approach her, right? So then sometimes you might be, I'll say this, women can sometimes read when a man is thirsty. So if you're playing the numbers game and you're cold approaching women, if you're coming at her all thirsty or you convey that energy to her, of course she's going to think, nah. But I'm saying if a woman, look, nowadays, if women want a certain caliber of man and she wants that top 20% guy, right? She has to make it be known, yo, I'm into you. Now, I hear what you're saying. You're saying don't be easy, but be easy in the first couple of seconds, for example, and I understood what he was saying, and I agree.
I understood also. So when he's saying be easy, he's saying like let that guy know that you're interested. So flirt a little bit. Flirt a little bit, get his interest, get his attention, should I say. Get his attention.
Let him know you're interested.
Yes, because if you don't, then he's not going to know that you are interested. And remember, there's more women in the world than men. So there's going to be lots of women around for him to kind of choose from. And maybe he may not get to you.
Or the kind of men that most women want. Yeah, he's got options. And I think a lot of women leave so many viable men off the table. They just say, nah.
Friend zone them.
Yeah, because maybe, I wouldn't say he's afraid to approach. I think sometimes little things like, if you want to get into a relationship and you choose to go clubbing, your chosen place of meeting the guy is a social setting of raving, bars, clubs, whatever, right? And you go with a group of friends, you're automatically disqualifying yourself, because most men is not, or the men you want anyway, is not going to approach a group of 10 women. They ain't doing that.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're keeping your head straight. He's looking in your direction and you're keeping your head straight. So this says to the guy, you're not interested. Yeah. There's always that chick that's saying, hey, Becky's up on the table. Becky's up on the bar, dancing up on the bar. I see her. And she's saying, hey, I see you. Whether people can say what they say, but it's the truth. At least that person is letting me know I'm into you.
They would call women that do stuff like that a pick me.
Then I'm picking her. It is what it is, right?
See, that's the part that I don't understand with the phrase pick me's. Now, I will say this also. I believe there's different meanings for that word, or people take it however they want to take it from the phrase a pick me. But one of them is like what you just said, where the girl was, hi everyone.
Well, so basically what women are trying to say is that females that are pick me's are just a female simp. That's what they're saying, that they're simping for those dudes, right? But those women that tend to simp for those dudes are generally women that are submissive, which that word submission sounds like slavery to a lot of modern women. But the outcomes that they're getting is not the ones that they really want. Certain women, they're not getting the outcomes that they want. So those pick-me's are getting good outcomes.
Oh, yes, that's what I mean. Yes, the pick-me's would typically get the guy that you was both looking at and you was interested in him, and she got him.
Because she's doing the whole flirting with him. She's turning her neck to the side, being flirtatious, letting him know I'm available, I'm interested. All the guy got to do at that point is shut the fuck up.
Just follow through.
Just shut the fuck up. Don't talk yourself out the cooch. She's already letting you know I'm interested. And I think a lot of women don't even know how to flirt. They don't even know the basic level. They're not even good with the entry level. They're just already thinking, oh, I just show up, I got cooch, he's on it, I'm entitled, I'm the ish, yada yada yada. And they think happily ever after. And it doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't. I don't think a lot of women understand that it takes a lot for a man to build up that confidence to approach a woman. Because if you ask women, have you ever approached a man that you liked and asked for their number, for example, the answer would be no. Because
even to approach is enough.
To ask them anything, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be their number. But I'm saying a lot of women don't approach men that they like.
Why don't women approach men that they like?
Because you don't want to be blasted.
Because they're scared of rejection.
Exactly.
So hold up. This is my first note. My first note is this. Women often embarrass or shame men. And then they complain that men in general don't approach anymore. Oh, I wonder why. Because they do that. Look, it's a dude that they like and he approaches, it's all good. Someone that they don't like, harassment.
Yeah.
Me too. It's the truth, right? So I'm saying, if a dude's, okay, say you don't like a dude. And for me, right, I get a lot of choosing signals from chicks, right? I'm not even tooting my own horn, but I do, right? And say if a chick approaches me, I'm going to respect her. I don't like when they're too thirsty because there's ways of doing that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, If she approaches me and I'm not on it, I'm simply going to let her know where I'm at and I'm not on it, and that's fine. I'm not going to be rude and say, move. Do I know you? Yada, yada, yada. Well, if she knew me, she would have called my name.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm not going to do all of that. But women like to do that for attention, just to show up, because they have this whole entitlement complex. And I think if you're not interested in a guy, just say that. Just say, you know what? You're not my type. And I'm taking yada, yada, yada. But let me play a little bit of devil's advocate. I get it. Some guys, they just don't know how to take no for an answer. My God, my nigga, chill, slow down. She put you out.
She said no.
She put you on ice. Cool off.
That's true.
I get it.
That is definitely true. I've definitely had a whole bunch of those sort of guys where they just don't understand no. And they will try to push it to...
What do they say? Can we be friends?
Yeah, at the end. That's a last resort for them. The chick
done said, I'm married or I'm taken, but can we just be friends? Then you have to flip it to them.
Yes, so
how do you like it if I was your woman?
Exactly. So I have to flip it.
Say what you say.
I have to say exactly that. How, if I was your girlfriend and I got approached by a guy on the street, just like you are, how would you like it if he was asking, oh, can we just be friends? And I said, yeah, okay.
They wouldn't like it.
But
they would tell you at the time, well, it's just friends, isn't it? Because it
See, I've had their
narrative.
I've had some that have said that. Yeah. And I've had some also that has said, do you know what? I didn't even look at it like that. And then they've said, okay, I respect that. And they've left me alone. But one thing I will say also is that just because you may not find a guy attractive, okay, say a guy's approaching you and you don't like him, there's no need to be rude about it.
Many women are.
I know, but there's no need to be rude.
I think when they get their army of men, not even just simps, this army of men holler every single day, they can go to bed and wake up in the morning and there's so many dudes in their DMs. I think it can turn someone into being a monster or a little diva.
That's true, but
that's what I think. Not that it's right, but I'm just saying.
That's true. But it's also like common courtesy. Like, there's no need to
human
be rude.
Decency.
Exactly. There's no need to be rude at all. I haven't blasted a guy just because I didn't like him or I wasn't attracted to him. I'll let you know. Obviously, okay, just like we said, there's some guys that don't take no for an answer. And what I've done in that situation, say I'm talking normally, like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'm with someone. I'm in a relationship. You know. Can we be friends? No, we can't be friends and stuff like that. And then they were still trying to pursue. Then I would just say, listen, now I give more of a firm voice because you're not listening to me.
You're more stern now.
Yes. Because you're not listening to no.
Man didn't hear you.
Exactly. So now I'm going to have to make you hear me. So I'm still not rude. I'll just say, listen, like I said before, I'm in a relationship. So can we be friends? The answer is no.
Some men don't get it though.
Can we do this? Can we do that? And the answer is no. I am not on that. So I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to be nice about this, but the answer is no.
Some guys, you say to them nice or nasty, they still don't get it because a lot of men today sociably are unaware. And that's the truth. Look, there's so many men between the ages of 18 and 30 that are virgins today. So it's getting worse. So I get, but I'll say this. The guys that are approaching you, just because they're in that top 20% guy, or those men that most women want, you may not want him.
Yeah.
But he still doesn't have to take no for an answer. And I get that. But I'll say this as well, right? There's some chicks that punch above their weight, heavy, and some of them is very heavy and go on like their top tier. So it's the truth though.
Did you catch it or did it go over your head?
Of course they caught it. Some heavy. The elephant in the room.
Literally.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that there's some chicks where plenty viable men may approach and they think they're too fly. So if they're 5 out of 10, most women think they're 2 or 3 notches above what they really are. So this means they think they're at 8. They think, oh, I'm Beyonce.
Yeah, no. That's because, simps have been hollering at you, telling you, oh, you're nice, you're flying, whatever.
I don't think it's just about simps. I think that it comes down to just loads of men hollering all the time. So it might make you have, how they say, an inflated ego.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But then are you being honest with yourself? So when you look in the mirror, are you really going to say that I'm Beyonce when Beyonce's on a certain level? Are you on her level? Can you demand the same amount of men that Beyonce can demand?
Women, average women, probably get more dudes holler than pretty chicks, right? Or the top tier women. But I'll just say this. Are you getting the outcomes that you really want? And the answer is no. But I think a lot of women think that because I'm getting all these guys holler now, of course, when I'm ready to settle down, I can do my thing.
It's not always going to be like that.
No, but they're going to be on a carousel wheel, play around until it's time to cash out. Now, one of my notes is this. Women make poor choices and then be on the carousel wheel. But I think women are responsible for the hookup culture. Hence why some dudes also won't approach. Because you can just see a tat. I can just see it in the making. I just know it. I walk around with my x-ray machine. I know. What do you think about that? Are women responsible for the hookup culture? Put in the comments, guys. What do you guys think? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But what's your answer to that? Are women responsible for the hookup culture?
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
They are, because they're the gateway to sex.
They are.
Men are the gateway to relationships. Women are the gateway to sex. So of course they're responsible for hookup culture. That's the no-brainer.
Yeah.
Some of you may disagree, but hey.
Some probably would.
How can you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But
put in the comments, guys. What do you lot think? What's your thoughts on it?
A lot of women haven't approached men and asked men for a date or to go out or whatever, right? Just like a lot of men, just like men do.
Yeah.
Like I said before, they wouldn't do it. I've spoken to a lot of women and I've had conversations like this before. Yeah. Would you approach a guy that you like? They'll say, no, are you crazy? He must approach me or whatever.
Get a rejection, yeah.
Yes. And the thing is, I've actually approached men. I've approached multiple men.
Okay.
Throughout my lifetime.
And your experience from that was?
First of all, I totally understand where the guy is coming from. Because doing it myself, yes, it's not easy. Doing it myself is like, I can understand. Because the nerves that goes through your body for them to, sometimes people are rude. Okay, I'll give you an example.
Sometimes. Okay.
I'll give you an example. Now, I'm not going to say he was outright rude, but I was walking down the road. This wasn't me trying to get the guy. This was just me just seeing it how I saw it. Now, the guy was attractive.
That story better end up saucy.
No.
But that's what they waited on.
He was attractive. He was a good looking guy. He just wasn't my type. I wouldn't want to be with him. No. But he was good looking. So I said, I was walking past him. Can't remember where I was, but I was walking past him and I said, you're very handsome, And he was like, yeah, thanks. It's like, okay.
Because he got chirps by a lot of women, or he probably gets it all the time, and he developed that inflated ego where he might be like, how they say, a metasexual kind of guy.
But there's no need.
Maybe he's arrogant.
There's no need for that though.
It's easy to say that.
If someone is complimenting you. Now, if I if I'm walking down the road and I see a guy and it's like, you're ugly, man.
I know, but that's being rude now.
Exactly. So I'm being the opposite.
Positivity. Yeah.
Then take say thanks. Yeah. That's all you need to say. You don't need to be rude about it. Now flip the script. This is what a lot of you women do. Yeah, you're very feisty.
And then they wonder why men don't.
Exactly.
There's so many different reasons.
You want to call guys thirsty. I'm not saying there's not thirsty guys. Yes, there are a lot of thirsty guys out there. But I'm saying if a guy approaches you and says hi, the build up that he has to go through to even say hi to you or to try and break the ice somehow is a lot because me doing it myself, first of all, I used to do it for fun. So then that sort of made it easier for me.
Make it fun, yeah.
Yes, when I was this is school times.
Yeah.
So I used to, me and my girls used to joke around and say, oh, let's see how many numbers we can get. Yeah. Not that we're going to call any or meet anyone. It's just a game. So that game helped me to approach guys when I got older. Because it's like, okay, cool. The nerves I didn't feel as nervous.
Women are boring. Women, I know you're going to hate me for saying that, but it's the truth. Women tend to be boring because they think I am the prize and just my presence alone, it should be enough. So men's got to provide all the entertainment. What do you think about that dynamic? It doesn't make a man want to chirp you. It doesn't make a man want to chat you up. Like, come on now.
Well, no one wants to.
We're going to look at that also. We're going to say, God damn, I want to hit that. And certain man that want to hit that is going to say, yo, what you saying? An approach. But most men are going to say, I can't be bothered because what you see all around is a lot of women are not marriage material. Also.
That's true.
There's so many different reasons. But like you said before, I think a lot of women do need to get their pen and pad out, take down some notes, understand what men want, the men that you want, get like, just understand each other. But men want to smash. Women want the relationship. So if you want to retain the guy, you got to start picking up some free game.
Yeah. If he's approaching you, both like each other, or if you like him, let him know that. So just like the guy in the clip said, within those first few seconds is the most important seconds, because it's like,
I agree. First
let
impressions.
him know that you like him like that. Do something.
First impressions
to get his attention.
Most definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. Anyways, man, that's what we got to say on that particular clip. Let's move to the next one. Again, get your pen and pad out. Take some notes today. Ladies, learn to flirt. Stop saying you are the table. You're not. Like, the mandem that you want don't just want to smash. Of course we want to smash. It's pleasures of the skin. God damn, I love that shit. But I'm just saying, you got to have substance. Take notes. Anyways, in saying that, here's clip number 2.
I remember my grandfather telling me, God rest his soul, before he passed away, that men have 4 different appetites that you have to tend to. He said, men are not complicated. He said, I'm just going to break it down to you. He told me, he said, men have a physical appetite, a visual appetite, a sexual appetite, and an emotional appetite. And for a minute, I really didn't understand it when I was younger, but as I got older, it really started to click. It always stayed with me. He said, physically, you need to make sure that you know how to cook. And if you don't know how to cook, then find out how to cook. And if you can't, then at least have a meal on the stove or in the stove. By the time he get there, that's warm, especially if that man is taking care of the household. He said, it don't take a lot of work. He said it don't. And I watched my grandmother do it. I watched her do it, so I know that I'm capable. He said a visual appetite. He said, keep yourself up. He said, if you're the only woman that this man is going to be with, at least keep yourself up. He said, because men still need to be stimulated visually, so that way they can crave you. He said, and he said, love will still be there. He said, and although your looks will fade, you the one woman that he wants to look at. Give him something. Excite him. Make him imagine something. Tease him. Right? And then there's a sexual. My grandfather told me, he said that, yes, visually you can stimulate a man. He said, but don't forget that men are sexual in nature. He said, and so they're going to want to do what they want to do to their woman. You're the only woman that he's sleeping with. You're the only woman that he desired. Take some time out of y'all day. He said, look, if y'all got to share the responsibilities, share the responsibilities. You both do things in the house, so that way when the kids are down, y'all both can bathe and oil each other down and do what y'all need to do. He said, that's going to help y'all connect. And then last one, he said, men do have an emotional appetite. He said, all men want to feel is appreciated, understood, heard. That's it. He said, just listen to him. You don't got to talk much. Just listen. He always told me that men are not that complicated. He's absolutely right.
Okay, that was the end of that. And I totally agree. I'm ready to end the podcast here. See you guys later.
Peace. Ladies, did you write the notes down? I told you it's going to be a good one.
Notes. Yeah.
Yes, I told you it was going to be a good one, and you need to write it down. So I hope that you, after watching it fully through, obviously, you rewind and get your notepad out for real.
Yeah, definitely. Man, share, like, subscribe, support the channel, man. ask for a like, comment, whatever, help the YouTube algorithm, put us out there. It is what it is. But I agree. There was only 4 simple things. I'm going to give you 3. Sex, silence, and a sandwich.
Okay.
It's just 3. Men are not that complex.
So you wouldn't say that feeling appreciated is important?
Yeah, that was the end one that she said. Of course, men want affection. Like men want that warmth from a woman. If you go out and you slay the world as a man, you want to come back to that nice intimacy. And I'm not just talking about smashing. A nice hug, a nice back rub, bath, simple things to say, I appreciate you. We want to see a woman show effort. It's simple. We're not that hard. Women tend to leave relationships. Men don't. Men will stay in them no matter how hard they get.
That's
so
true.
yeah.
How hard they get, yeah.
Exactly. How hard we get, you better tend to that, my nigga. That's what I'm saying.
I'm joking. Well, she put number 1 is cook. So yes, you should definitely cook for your man.
I don't cook. I don't clean, but I got the ring. Isn't that the WAP?
Yeah.
But we saw Cardi B cooking and cleaning.
Exactly.
Even she.
Offset baited her up.
As ratchet as she may be.
She cooks and she cleans.
Even she gets it. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
No matter how much money she got. Look, top tier men can hire a maid. They can do all those things. But it's so... Okay, you see when a woman puts energy and life into making those sandwiches. Oh, husband's going to work. And she puts that love and care and tenderness into that. Let's just say tuna sandwich. It might be a tuna sandwich, and some might say it's just a tuna sandwich. No, it was made with care. That's what men appreciate. This is facts. So women, take notes. That's note number 1. I'll give you a couple more, and we're going to close out soon. So yeah.
Yes. Sadly, talking about cooking for your man, what I've been hearing a lot from women, definitely a lot on social media, is women saying, if he isn't my husband, I'm not cooking for him.
Yeah.
That's wife treatment.
Yeah.
And I'm not his wife. They don't have a ring. It's like, I don't have no ring. Where's my ring? So I ain't cooking for no man.
Yeah.
And that's the wrong attitude, by the way.
They don't cook for a man. That's not their husband. But you give him your womb, have a child for him out of wedlock, but the deal breaker is making him a plate of food.
Yeah. Well, do you see how silly that sounds? It sounds ridiculous.
Put in the comments, people, what do you guys think about that?
It sounds
the deal breaker is making someone that you've given your womb to some food, even though he ain't married you. That's the deal breaker.
I know for a fact the fellas are gonna be clapping
I
and all sorts of things.
I posted this the other day on my Instagram, right? I got a little bit of backlash, as you know.
What, from the ladies?
Yeah, I got some pushback, and I'm like, let me get this straight. You say you won't cook or clean or do certain things for some regular dude, right? The only way you cook and clean is if he's your husband. But you give him your womb and everything else. You just won't cook for him. That's where you draw the line. I posted this on my Instagram, right? Women was like, saying all kind of stuff. I don't even want to say. I'm not going to go into that. I don't want to bait nobody up, right? And it's like, really? That's where you draw the line.
That's what I'm saying. At least make it make sense. If you're not going to give up something because he's not your husband, that should be your womb. So that means you see this, keep it closed.
Keep that
cross your legs
closed.
Exactly. You can't say, oh, I'm not going to feed him because I don't have a ring. He hasn't put a ring on my finger.
But the very same women are the ones leaving the relationship quicker. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the point in even putting a ring on that person's finger? And I'll say this, right? One of my notes is this. I don't think young women today are even prepared for their futures. They think the grass is greener. They got it ready made. It's all good. I've said this a few times, and I'm going to keep saying it until it drums and drills into their head. They're not ready for it. They let these older women manipulate them. These older women, they can say, I'm happy being single. I'm happy this and I'm happy that. All you needed to do is follow those 4 rules. And I only gave them 3. Sex, sandwich, and silence. Primarily, for the most part. And you know what's funny? They couldn't even do that.
No.
Cat ladies.
Meow.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. What else do you want to add before we close out?
Guys, okay, when guys meet girls, right? They want to see if you're even wifey material. So if you're saying that me cooking for you is off the cards, you're finished out here. This is what you don't understand. The guy may still smash you. That's because you value giving your womb out to people over you even buying a guy
you said,
a
okay,
sandwich.
I have to stop you there. You said a woman values her womb. She don't value her womb. She values being submissive over giving her womb out, even though the womb is more of higher currency than making a sandwich for a man.
That's what I meant.
I'm just saying. I know, but I had to clarify.
In case I said it the wrong way round.
Yeah.
Just in case I said it the wrong way round. But yeah, I'm saying like you'd rather give you room than cook a man food. But okay, first of all,
give the womb. Let's be clear. So give the man the womb and have babies.
Yes.
Out of wedlock.
Yes.
It's not just smashing. You have a baby. But what you draw the line at is making him a sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about a cooked meal. A sandwich. Tuna. With some mayo.
And cut a bit of seasoning and you're all good. You may cut up a bit of spring onion.
Seasoning is too much.
And maybe some peppers, depends on how you feel. But
you're saying too much. Women, okay, a man, let's just say, a man approaches a woman, which we were talking about initially, right? Then you go on a date with this woman. On that first date, you like the show First Dates, right? The woman's already telling you, I don't need no man. With some masculine energy. If men are getting this on a daily basis, women that are masculine, that type of dude energy, and he don't swing that way, he's not going to be attracted. Then you get all of this preferences of what they should do, what you should do as a man. I don't cook, I don't clean, but I want a ring, blah, blah, blah. So basically, I'm going to be a modern woman and you supposed to be a traditional man and I don't need no man and I've got all this money, yada, yada, yada. Then check, please. Okay, the checks come. Let's go Dutch, i.e. 50-50. So then, a real man would have paid for this. Hold up a second. You just said you got all this money. You said you got all these degrees and all these things. It's not like I can spend your money. How are you useful to me? You are of no use to me except for your womb, which you're willing to give. And thank you. I appreciate that. What do you want to add on that? I'm just saying.
I want to just bring up visual quickly. Now,
see that rump shake?
Okay.
Just saying.
A man wants a woman who dresses well, who's presentable, presents herself well. She has a good upkeep.
Yeah.
Smells good, looks good, stuff along those lines. When it comes to being overweight.
Big. Are you talking overweight as in big, or what type of overweight we're talking?
I'm talking about you need to lose weight type of overweight.
Okay.
So if
BMI is all fucked up.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna say majority of men like slim women. Slim thick.
Smaller women than them.
Smaller women. Some like petite, some like slim, some like slim thick. Some like thick.
Yeah, but let's just say most men want women that are smaller than them. Let's just call it that for now.
Yes. And if she is on a thicker side, they don't want her to have a stomach.
Yeah.
So, everyone's different sizes.
Where are you going with this?
I'm just saying that when it's your upkeep, men, that includes going to the gym.
Your presentation.
Yeah. To stay slim, to stay fit. Yeah. That's what men want.
That's true. But, okay. I'll segue after. My last note is this, right? I'll say women keep women single. I think women need to listen to the men and what the men want.
They don't care.
No. They do care. It's just that they have this complex. I don't want to say what the complex is, but they got this thing of, oh, I'm entitled. I'm a modern woman. This whole feminist culture, right? But we now know, based on data, that feminism is not working for you, and you've been lied to. The women that came before you had their fathers and their brothers, and the men that cared about them vet men for them. So by you listening to other women, he's got to have the 6 6s, 6 feet tall, 600 horses, 6 figures, 6 pack, yada yada yada. The list goes on, right? But then you'd be happy with an average dude. But women keep women single. So if a dude approached you, as we're talking about, or you say you approached him and it was subtle, not too much, wasn't overpowering, didn't seem desperate. Let's just say everything worked out in that sense, right? And then you told your dad or your brother, what do you think about this guy screening for me? Those men that care about you is gonna say, listen, you're a fucking pain in the ass, right? And this dude's a good dude, have her, take her. He's not gonna steer you wrong. But women would listen to other women. Like, again, if a woman is in a club or whatever, she comes with a group of friends, and one of her friends don't like that guy. Women work as a collective. They care about what other females think. So if the dude is viable, they're gonna say, no, I'm not feeling him based on what the friends think. That may be silly, but that's how women move. And I'm saying women keep women single. Your guy friends, and I'm talking as in family, people that care about you, not romantically interested, not your beta male orbiters, fathers, brothers, cousins, men that are in your life that care about you. They will say to you, are you stupid? He's a good guy. But they don't like to listen. They like to listen to each other. Then before you know it, they get bad outcomes, then complain about the men that they've got. So I agree with your first point when you said take notes. If you want your outcomes to change, if you want it to be a difference from another failed talking stage to, you know what, this is working out, take heed to what the men are saying. Listen to things like this. We're not gonna lie to you. I got no horse in this race. There's no dog in this fight. What do I gain? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What else you gonna add? That was my final thought.
What do we both gain from giving that information? What do I gain? I'm not getting anything from it. It's your life. So I'm just saying, if you want better outcomes, I think these clips are very good examples to achieve what you want.
Yeah, and
you don't have to listen.
And
that's fine.
So simple as well. Don't just be more than 3 holes, and we're gonna tag that video. It's on our Instagram, because a lot of women, they make poor choices. They're not viable to even be a wifey, so they just become 3 holes, and men are happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm cool with that. Please continue to be 3 holes.
That's because women want relationships. Men just want to smash. That's why. If you want, this is why I said for the women to take notes, not the men. The men just want to smash. If you're
Fellas,
giving
I'm
your
using
room,
3 notes. I had to play these hoes. I'm joking.
If you're given your room, that's what the man wants. But remember, ladies, you're the one that wants a relationship. So if you're trying to get one, and you don't want to be on this failed talking stage,
the carousel wheel, CC
failed
wheel,
talking stage.
Yeah,
you failed the talking stage.
Another talking stage.
To me, that's nuts.
I'm happy to be single. I'm putting on my dress and my heels and my makeup, and I'm sitting in my house with a ready meal. Just saying.
That should be cooked food, but okay.
Don't need to cook, don't need to clean, but they got the ring. But anyways, I'm just being facetious, man. But it was a good topic today, man. Good conversation, guys. What do you guys think, fellas? What do you guys think about, those 4 things that were said? Why are some men scared to approach? Women, what are you gonna do to change the outcomes that you're already getting?
Maybe you need to approach more guys.
Yeah, no more failed talking stages. Get something different. You know, life is about people and relationships, right? It's not about materialism and the ish that they put out or what people put out on social media. Real life is about building families and community. That's in my opinion. Some of you may disagree. I'm just saying.
Can I just say to the ladies quickly?
Yeah.
Right. A lot of men are actually tired of approaching a lot of women.
Yeah.
Just from
there's
the basic thing of you just feisty and they've had enough of it. So if you want that guy, I suggest you get them grown panties on, whatever you need to do, and approach the guy yourself.
Yeah. Take some etiquette classes or something, or some feminine classes or whatever.
Yeah. Do something.
You know, and what's that thing they do? The yoni thing. You know,
yoni wash.
The yoni things or whatever, man. Cleanse yourself, man, from all them suckers you've been dealing with.
Ooh.
Anyways, man, in that said, man, I'm out. Peace.
Peace.